All right, next question. Let's get into Mike Trout here. Will the Angels' success be solely on Mike Trout? Simple question.
I'm going to say no, not solely on Trout, but Trout is very much the engine that makes that team go. There are players around him now, some young guys that can bring, that can, you know, carry their weight and bring some thump with them. But I do think when Trout slumps, this team is going to be noticeably less less effective than when Trout is hot. I do think Trout is still a big piece of that offense. He's not alone, but he's definitely still the biggest impact player.
Yeah. Michael says, and Joe Adell's glove. Well, he doesn't have a glove anymore. It's in Cooperstown, so he's out there playing barehanded, I think. So, but yeah. See, I'm gonna go. I know you said no. I'm gonna say yes. If Mike Trout gets injured, it's season over, game over, everything, right? We can see what Mike Trout is when he's healthy. We all know what Mike Trout is when he's healthy. But the team has some great pieces, but if Mike Trout goes down, like that's the end. There's no shot. Like, yes, I love Neto. I love Soler. I love Adele. They have Shonenwell. They got some great pieces there in Anaheim. They really do. They're going to develop. Soriano's pitching the lights out for them in a rotation that we didn't know where they were going to get pitching. But if Trout goes down, there's no shot for me. And I know the AL West kind of a crap shoot, sorta, but there's no shot if Mike Trout goes down for me. So first of all, I don't even know what Angels success even means, but if Trout goes down, it's the end. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, I do think Trout going down is a bit of a death blow to this team, but I think the Angels are in the same boat as kind of the middle of the league where you've got one or two players that really are the core. That's it. That's all you got. You got some guys around them that are pretty good, but you lose that one guy and your whole season changes directions completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that without Trout, is this Angels team 500 better? No. With Trout, are they? Yes. But I think for the first time in a long time, Trout is not the only producer in that lineup.
I would agree with that.
However, he is still the majority of the offense.
Yeah, I agree. Scott's is making the playoffs. I mean, they have some pieces. They could make a run here. Oh man, so they clinch the West. Trout gets hurt and doesn't get any playoff at bats. I can see that. Imagine that, man.
That would be terrible.
Soler, Neto, Adele, Shonenwell, and Soriano. Dangerous. I found out this week. Yeah. I mean, they went into New York and played them damn tough, man. That Angels seems not bad.
No,
again, it's early, but
and we said that going into spring training. Like this team might be a little more dangerous than we think. But it comes down to, is Trout going to be healthy, and will these other guys perform? There's still a lot of question marks there, but when it's all clicking, this is a pretty good team.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron, it's wild that Trout has one playoff appearance 12 years ago. I know. It's one of the biggest travesty in the sport for sure, not having Mike Trout in the playoffs. Crazy.
It's just so wild the Angels have been so bad for so long.
Yeah. With him and Ohtani on the team for as long as they were.
Yeah.
But like never together, which is also weird.
Yeah, and Aaron made that comment. Like, imagine if they played together. It's like, yeah. And kind of saying it tongue in cheek. Because they were on the same team for years, but the amount of overlap was so small that you didn't really see them playing together much.
Yeah. Yeah, any playoff berth would be great for the Angels. 1,000% with you, Scott. I think just making a postseason for the Angels would strides in this organization, leaps and bounds for sure forward. Yeah, I would have Trout DH the rest of the season to be on the safe side.
You think back to 2020, you signed Rendon, who was clearly the best third baseman in baseball, or arguably, I guess, best third baseman in baseball at the time,
Yeah.
to pair him with Ohtani and Trout, and you're feeling pretty good about it. And then the three of them like almost never play together. It's just it's such a terrible story.
It really is. Modern day Don Mattingly. I mean,
Ooh,
with playoff appearances, yeah, I can see that comparison. I mean, I think Mike Trout's the better overall player. But yeah, I mean, Trout's still getting in the Hall of Fame, playoff appearances
oh
or
yeah,
not. But this is a good one here. I mean, Don Mattingly's great. It's Ernie Banks, right? I mean, I know
oh yeah,
Ernie Banks never got to the playoffs. Trout did. He was like 1 for 11 in the series or something like that with a single, so it didn't mean anything. But yeah, it's a shame. But for me, the Angels' success is solely on Trout. Like you said, for everything you said, that he's the engine. If the engine goes down, they're stalled out on the side of the road, and there's no chance. No
yeah,
chance. Yeah.
yeah. And I've said this before on the show. We've gotten into it. Yeah, I do question if Trout even cares about the playoffs. Um, he's a guy that for all the numbers and stats, like there's times he almost seems kind of like bored by it all.
Yeah.
Um, probably because it's come easy to him and he's just that good. But at the same time, is like when it comes up, he's just like very happy to be there. He likes being in Anaheim with the Angels. You kind of wonder like, is there a competitive edge to him somewhere that we just haven't seen, or is he just content being a major leaguer and putting up numbers?
I think he's just content. I mean, that's why you sign $40 million a year for 10-year extension, because you like being out of the spotlight. And the Angels aren't a big market team. No one cares
Mm.
about the Anaheim Angels. He kind of, had the chance to really be the face of baseball. I mean, he was, but no one knew he was the face of baseball, really. Right? He's just kind of hiding out there in Southern California and just living his life, which, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. That's fine. But he really had a chance to take this game to the next level, I think, personally, and be like the Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani before Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, and be the pinnacle of this sport. And he just was like, yeah, fine of going to the ballpark at 1, going home at 11:30 after the game, and doing it again the next day. Like, I don't want to do anything else, which again, that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. But yeah, it's a shame that we won't see him in the postseason. But maybe the Angels can get there.
Yeah. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see that guy, make a playoff run. And that fan base will come out. I mean, in 2002, that place was, I mean, remember the days of the Rally Monkey and the Thundersticks? Like
Oh
that
yeah.
fan base was nuts. They
Yes.
were loud. They were obscenely loud.
Yeah.
That fan base will come out and they want to come out, but the
Right.
team's just not, hasn't been worth watching. And although if you look lately, like, they are beginning to draw some more fans. And I think people are taking note of the fact, hey, they don't suck anymore.
Right.
Let's go see what it's all about.
Yeah. Aaron asked, does he end his career in Philly eventually?
I
At
don't,
this point, I would have said a couple years ago, possibly. But at this point, I don't see it. I think he retires an Angel.
I think he's comfortable and he's just going to wind it down in the Anaheim.